Hey, it's Clay. Welcome to another League of Legends video. This time I wanted to cast a ranked match that I played last night, and this was possibly one of the more epic League of Legends games I've ever played, and this is a long one, so prepare yourselves. Sit back, get yourself a coffee, or maybe even a cup of milk. I know it sounds like a strange choice, but it's a good one. Trust me, it's a good one. But anyways, I was playing Lux in the mid lane this game. I just got my new Commando Lux skin, so I'm looking all nice and green, and got my sweet little whatever that thing is that is that like a rifle bayonet or something? I'm not even 100% sure what that is, but laning against Syndra this game, and I actually have played against Syndra very few times. I know that she has pretty tremendous burst on her ult. I know that she has the potential to stun you when she throws something at you, but that's pretty much all that I know. And I need to be careful if she starts creating a bunch of little balls. But this game was super epic, and it was one of those games where you get to the end and it's so hyper late game. Like every single person has 6 items, and the supports are starting to buy AP items, and it's just like crazy how much gold there is. And it was kind of one of those crazy games. I land the Q there, and Nocturne is going to come in, and unfortunately she stunned him out of the fear though, so good try by Nocturne, and look at how much damage these creeps do to me here. Or actually not me, Nocturne. Creeps are OP, man. But, and like I was saying, this game was so crazy, it went so late, and it was such an epic long game that you kind of got to the end where you're just like, I have no idea what's happening anymore. And one tiny little mistake can decide it. And especially with Lux, because she's so long ranged, it just makes things crazy. Like her playstyle is so crazy. Because you're so long ranged, and it just makes it very difficult to kind of see what's going on in the battlefield sometimes. So anyways, that's kind of why I wanted to cast this game. So let's talk a little bit about kind of when I play Lux. I like to max E first and then Q. And I really like to get a mana item early. My favorite would be the Chalice of Harmony. And then it upgrades very nicely into the Athene's Unholy Grail. Very solid mana choice. I much prefer that to a tier. Lux does not stack the tier very efficiently, so you see using teleport there to get back into lane. I actually read an article about choosing teleport over ignite for a lot of mid laners, and I think especially for Lux it is a very strong choice, because honestly, with Lux, if you are a really nice combo there. With Lux, if you're getting in range to use ignite, you're probably doing something wrong, because she is so long range that you can more often than not just stay way far away in complete safety. That's usually the best way to play Lux, at least in my experience. So that's kind of why I chose to go with teleport, and we'll see if it pays off or not. Teleport I find to be very hit or miss. But anyways, with Lux, I really like to poke with my E as much as I possibly can. And I try to kind of keep it away from creeps, because you don't always necessarily want to shove your lane in the mid lane, because it really opens you up for ganks. You can see Jarvan coming in here, and so I'm just going to kind of chill back, even though I gave up the cannon minion. You can see that Syndra is kind of trying to bait me in. I can definitely tell that. But not too afraid. Jarvan gives it up. There really probably wasn't much potential, unless maybe Syndra got like a long-range stun, and then Jarvan comboed it with a knock-up. But still, Syndra's pretty weak. And I do have my ulti here, so I do use my ult to clear out this wave. My thought process here was I thought Syndra was going back, so I really wanted to punish her. And just this whole wave of XP and CS, I wanted it to go to waste. So that's why I shoved that lane in with my ult. I find with Lux that you can really use your ult pretty much on cooldown to clear minion waves. I do it all the time, especially when you get your Chalice, your Athenes, and then as well as once you get blue buff, which actually this Nocturne was very good about giving me blue buffs this game. So if you get those in combination, you sit at 40% CDR pretty much after 15 minutes. You can see Nocturne's already pinging for me to go get blue buff. I was like, this jungler is awesome. By the way, if you're a jungler and you are really good about getting your mid laner blue buffs, it will pay off for you, I promise. Because mid laners with blue buffs is awesome. It's such an awesome combination. Going to use all my spells to go pick this up. But this blue buff was like one of the keys, I think, honestly, to me having some success early on, was just how good this Nocturne was about giving me blue buffs. because it really allowed me to spam my spells, and Lux really, really benefits from being able to not be so concerned about mana restrictions, but just spam away. So pretty much every time my E comes off cooldown, I'm trying to get it either at least onto the back wave of creeps or onto Syndra. The Q is a little more situational. I'll land it when I can, but it's a little bit more difficult to land. There's a nice QR combo, but just more for harassment, not necessarily trying to get a kill. But the idea here with Lux is that she's very much a poker, so she kind of is a burst mage, but I wouldn't say her greatest strength is in her burst. I would say her best strength is in her poke. Her range is so tremendous that you can very easily get free damage off, and throwing out an E like that is really, there's just no consequence to it. It's very, very easy to do. Checking that brush with my E, that's another good tip. Using your E to gain vision into brushes is always a strong choice. But just farming it out. If we take a look at the score, I'm up 73 to 44. So this tactic has already started to pay off. Kind of this consistent E harass has kept Syndra down and has made her very fearful. See, she's missing all those. Oh, she got that one, but she's going to miss all of these. Oh, never mind. She did get all those creeps, but she's missing a lot of creeps. Is kind of the moral of the story there. So yeah, off to a pretty good start. Our bot lane is in quite a bit of trouble, though. If you can see, it's 59 to 35, and Varus already has a kill. So we are in a bit of trouble in the bot lane. But I actually wasn't too aware of that, to be totally honest. I was just kind of doing my own thing, getting a nice Q off on a Jarvan, but not before he could get his flag toss off. So unfortunately, I had to burn my flash to get out of his Cataclysm. But you have to expect at least once in a game if you're playing against Jarvan. Oh, there's the first kill. I thought it was coming up soon. I actually want to watch that one more time, and because I actually wasn't entirely sure how I got this kill. Like, was it a minion? What actually? Oh, it was. It was this little minion. What a hero! What a hero minion. We have to watch this one more time. Where is this little guy? Right here. We're gonna slow this way down. This little guy right here. This guy is such a hero. This little purple blob. She's at 9 health points, 11. Oh, I can't believe that's what got the kill. I remember thinking that in game, being so utterly confused as to how I got that kill. But it looks like it was the hero minion. So pretty fortunate there to pick up that kill. Thank you, little Mr. Minion. That is too funny. Creeps are OP, man. Creeps are OP. But you can see my consistent E harass is really starting to pay off. Again, we're just shoving this lane into the tower. Nocturne and I are doing a good job of keeping Jarvan away from these creeps, so the creeps are going to total waste, and we're getting a lot of damage onto the tower. Not quite going to be able to finish it off, but I've really established some lane dominance here. Up a ton of 95 to 51, so up very heavily in CS. Not too concerned about this Syndra, though, to be honest, and she is going... There we go, there's another kill via minions! Oh, these creeps are doing so much work for me. But that is another little tip, is not to underestimate how much damage minions do. Ooh, there we go. A nice TP in. We need to watch this one more time, because I remember this was a kind of an interesting point. But I see that they're fighting down here. They was getting pinged. I saw the double kill, but I decided to TP in onto that pink ward, which I knew would be safe. They knew that they didn't have vision of it. Varus pops his barrier. I'm trying to gain vision of him. The Thresh is going to hook me in, and I'm waiting for cooldowns. There, my spells finally come off cooldown. I'm going to get the Q auto attack and finish Thresh off. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get Varus, and I have 17 seconds left on my ult, so not able to throw that out blindly either. But overall, a good TP there to pick up one kill on the Thresh Master. But unfortunately, our bot lane is struggling quite heavily. Top lane isn't doing that well either. Swain is struggling a little bit. But Swain is a little bit slow going early on, I think. But another blue buff from Nocturne. You can see just how consistently I've gotten blue buff pretty much on the mark every time it has been off cooldown. There's another ER just to try to... I don't think I actually hit Syndra with my ult there, but trying to whittle her down as much as I can. Again, Varus getting another kill. Wow, he's getting super fed. But also so am I. Ooh, a nice little combo right there. Unfortunately, I don't have my ult. I do see Jarvan. Am I going to die? Going to get a nice QE, and she does ult me, but I'm okay. I'm going to be fine. One quick note about builds. I actually went for... I have my ult up, so I'm going to clear one more wave. I actually totally whiffed there. Never mind. I'm going to just be really, really ballsy and clear out these guys. But I actually bought a needlessly large rod before I finished my Athenes, and the main idea there was that getting 1600 gold sometimes is a bit of a jump, and you're not always able to do it at a consistent time. I threw a random ult out there, I don't remember why. But you're not always able to do it at a very consistent or helpful time right when you need it, because it is kind of a large gold jump. So I tend that if I go back with a ton of gold, I just want to get that needlessly large rod, or the same idea goes for a BF sword, that you just kind of want to get that whenever you can. There really is no bad time to pick up a needlessly large rod. There is no bad time to pick up a BF sword. It's kind of my thought process there, because it's such a core item to these AP and AD carry builds. There's really no reason not to get it. So good stuff right there. Again, just laning, really starting to just continue my lead. Not quite strong enough to really bully her out completely, just because that's not really Lux's style. I feel like if I get up into Syndra's face, that's where she is strongest, because she's got a lot more hard CC and burst potential, whereas I feel like my best damage is through consistent poking. So just trying to land E's and Q's whenever I can. But overall, just continuing to farm and press my advantage. I know that I've got a nice lead, and that I will scale nicely into late game. I've got a ton of utility for my team, and so we're good there. Gonna try to. I was running at her to try to get that, get the Spark My passive, but wasn't quite able to get the auto attack there. It felt like if I could have gotten that off, and then maybe another E, and then another ulti, then I maybe could have gotten another kill on her, but it didn't quite happen that way. It looks like Thresh just DC'd. That's hopefully good for us, but we will see. Ooh, there was a nice... Oh, another kill! That was actually a little bit unexpected, because she just kind of walked right into my Q, which I was actually just using to farm, but able to pick up that kill and get this turret as well, so really good stuff there. Oh, we've got another battle coming in here in the mid lane. I really misplaced that E. I should have thrown it more in this direction towards this brush. Oh, another waste of my spells, and I'm a little low on mana, so not the best use of my spells right there. Allowing Varus to get away safe and sound, but just going to push up this wave. And look, again, Nocturne is pinging to go get blue buff. I love this Nocturne. If you're a jungler, please do this to your mid laners. They will be forever thankful and grateful, because blue buff is so good. And it really is nice, because you really want 40% CDR. 40% CDR is so good on a mid laner. But you don't necessarily want to itemize for it with 2 items. Ooh, here's another TP gank, going out, throwing out my full combo, helping Ezreal to pick up that kill. Got him from about 100 to about 20 health there. Gonna flash in and Q and E and auto hoping, but a really nice job by Thresh. Unfortunately, though, Jarvan comes to his aid, and Ezreal doesn't have quite enough damage to really finish it off. Unfortunately, Ezreal did not go for the big ticket damage item with his blue build yet. He's sitting on a Sheen and a Vamp Scepter and a Glacial Shroud. So Ezreal really doesn't have that much damage. You can see he only has 134 AD, which personally, in my personal opinion, I don't think that's a very good idea. If you look, Varus has almost 200 AD. I just personally feel like, if you're going to do a blue Ezreal build, you really need to go for an early AD item. It's just his very crude. There's another kill onto the poor Thresh. We need to watch that one more time. I just skipped right over it. But I thought these guys were pretty low, so I throw out an E. It hits, and then get the nice connection on my ultimate to finish off that kill. And I'm just going to run on home, because I'm feeling pretty strong at this point. 5-0. Finished my death cap, and I do get ulted by Varus, but I'm not that scared of him, even though he is quite strong. Syndra gets a nice combo off, and maybe I should be more scared, but I did pick up the kill on Syndra, and Ezreal picks up the kill on Varus. So overall, that was definitely a win for us. I think we went 1 for 2. So good stuff right there. Able to get that kill. This death cap, really, early death cap on Lux is super handy. So yeah, we're just going to keep pushing we have about a 2k gold lead at this point, but Nasus is going to scale really well into late game. Varus is pretty strong. You know, they're pretty scary, but the mid lane is definitely in my favor. 190 to 124, and can I get this kill on this guy? No, he's trying. He's trying. Oh, but unfortunately, he gets kind of caught out, and he's running a little bit low on mana. He's not going to probably be able to get away from this, I don't think. Nope, not quite. Syndra finished off that kill. Good try, Mr. Swain. Unfortunately, though, he went down. But at this point in the game, we're just kind of continuing to farm. We haven't the laning phase is pretty much over. But we've only had 3 turrets go down. 2 of them, thankfully, we got down. But now it looks like they're assaulting our mid lane and are going to pick up our turret. So, bit unfortunate there. A good flash there by Sona and a very good crescendo, but we just don't have the damage to help save her. So, unfortunately, she is going to die, and they're going to pick up a free dragon. You can see I'm off split pushing over. Maybe could have just kept pushing to get that tower, but yeah, that probably would have been a better choice. But I do go back and buy and check out my next purchase. I picked up a Magi's because I felt like at this point in the game with Lux, I think Lux is one of the champions that I really do enjoy buying a Magi's on. And one of the reasons why is because I feel like her range allows her to have extreme safety. And if you're playing Lux properly, you really should never die. Just because, especially the later game goes on, you're not going to be trying to take advantage of your passive. You're mostly just usually working on with your Q, your E, and your R. And then throwing out shields whenever you can as well. But, a nice ulti there. Hits 2 of them. And Swain is actually doing quite a bit of work. I do have to blow my flash again, unfortunately, but Swain, I think, is able to pick up that kill on Syndra. Swain is very, very strong. He's just such a great lifestealer. And we do get another QE auto. Nice double kill from Swain. Doing a very good job. But unfortunately, Nasus comes, and he might be able to... But thankfully, Nocturne also shows up to help save my life. I'm going to throw out a shield for him and give him all the spells that I can. Swain, I wish you had mana, my friend, because I think you probably could have dove there. But I do get a nice ulti off. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect with the Ezreal ult. But I have found that I think Lux and Ezreal have very nice synergy between their ultimates, as we do get a nice kill there onto... Oh, unfortunately, Nocturne goes down, but we are going to get a double kill there with that last E. So that was a really good stretch for us, as we were able to ace the enemy team. So a really good pickup. I think we're going to get 2 turrets off of this, which is very... Oh, actually, just 1. Just kidding. Swain and I are very slow turret pushers, but Ezreal is going to get that turret. So good stuff there. We've kind of opened up a bit of a gold lead at 4K. I picked up my Void Staff as well. So I'm actually very, very strong right now. Deathcap, Magi's, Void Staff is a pretty awesome combo. I'm up to 7 stacks. I believe, off the top of my head, and from reading the Wikipedia, that Magi's becomes cost-effective at 4 stacks. So you really want to make sure that you keep at least 4 stacks up. And if it falls below that, it really is more cost-effective to just sell it. But we'll see. I think that was a pretty smart choice for this mid-game. Just trying to really snowball this game. I felt like I was the fed person on my team. If you look at the rest of my team's scores, nobody else is really doing that well. So I felt like I was really upon me to try to carry. And as I say that, I do end up going down very early there. Very nice set of crowd controls right there from Nasus Wither to Varus ulti to the Jarvan. You can see they're getting 3 kills there, possibly even a 4th. Nope, not quite. And they're going to get this tower. So a very good turn of events there from their team is going to pretty much tie the gold lead. So very poor engagement there from my team. We really got caught out of control. And they pretty much were able to sync up all their crowd controls. See Swain going in and sacrificing himself with our good friend Nocturne, and they are able to get 1 kill for 2, but they are able to save. Nope, not going to save this inhibitor, unfortunately. So that's a little unfortunate for us, but at least it was a valiant effort. But the gold has really swung at this point, which is unfortunate. So hopefully we can kind of try to turn this game back around in our favor, as we did have a nice early lead. Swain scales really hard, so hopefully he can do that. As Nocturne is going for a very high damage build. Wow, I didn't actually notice this at the time, but Nocturne is like all damage all the time, carry Nocturne. So he's playing very much like an assassin. They're going for Dragon, and I am going to try to steal it, but I was a second too late. Wasn't quite in range, I don't think, but going to finish off that blue buff. I remember this. He was very sour with me that I took that blue buff. He probably could have made use of it. I think Swain was having consistent mana problems, which actually, if I were Swain, I would have really considered picking up So another mana item. I think the only mana item he went for all game was Rod of Ages. So, oh, a nice... Oh, wow. Not a very nice chest right there. That was a very poor play from my team. Yikes. I think that Sona was hiding in the waits, trying to ambush him at Varus. But Varus is just way too fed. He's got 3 completed items. Ezreal only has 1 completed item. So the gold disparity on the AD carries is massive right now. But if you look at their team comp, that's exactly where they want the gold. As you see, we're getting another fight coming, and this Swain is just so good in this situation. And I'm trying to throw out all of my spells that I possibly can. We're diving onto this Syndra. She is going to go down. No, she actually got away, unfortunately. But I'm able to pick up the kill there onto Varus and getting a nice Q off onto Nasus and getting a clutch shield right there to help save Swain's life. Swain is such a lifesteal, or I think a spell vamp tank, would be the proper word. Very good team fight for us. I can't believe that Jarvan was so incredibly low, and also Cinder was incredibly low. I actually want to watch this team fight one more time, just because I felt like it was crazy. And a very long, extended team fight. So they take one turret, and they decide, hey, that's not quite enough. We want another. So let's watch this in slow-mo to really see everything that's happening. So Nasus is diving. He hasn't taken aggro. There goes my ulti right onto Varus and Thresh. So good at getting my ulti onto Varus. That was my key target right there. Now Swain is just totally destroying these guys here. It's a 3v5 right now. Wow, I actually didn't know this. So we were able to pick up Thresh. Nasus dives down to Syndra. I'm sorry, not Nasus. Nocturne dives onto Syndra, but everything gets thrown onto Nasus. And Syndra lives with 30 HP, unfortunately. But that leaves Varus wide open. You can see a really nice couple of spells there from... Put your ulti on. There's the ultimate. And I do pick up the kill with my E on Varus. Nice flash out. There goes the Jarvan ult. But he's got so much spell vamp coming out from his ultimate. And I'd get a nice Q to kind of lock these guys into place. And a night... Can I get the... There's the shield. And that is going to... Oh, look at that. I actually didn't know that Israel got the snipe. Hold on. I want to see this. Ezreal gets the snipe. I actually did not even see this. So, let's see here. Where is Syndra? Wow, I'm really failing right now. Okay, let's watch this from Syndra's perspective. Where does she go? Oh, she's still here. And then Ezreal ults. Where is the Ez ult? There it is. Really, really nice job from Ezreal with that ulti right there. Okay, so that was pretty wild and crazy team fight. Whoa, what just happened? Hold on, guys. I'm very sorry. I think I just ruined everything. I pressed some crazy button and now I'm all messed up. I think I'm ahead of this. Wow, I just totally derped everything, didn't I? Okay, I think this is about where we were. Okay, we're good now. Crazy. Trying to mess around with some of these controls, but apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see if I actually have... Here we go. This is what I want. How do I go to that camera for the team fights? There was a really sweet camera there. I think it was this? Nope. Nope. I'm going to figure this out. Let's see here. How did I do that? I did something that made everything go away. Toggle board scoreboard items? Oh, I give up. H, there we go. That's what I wanted to know. Perfect. Okay, it looks like they are trying to bait Baron. And we kind of fall for it, unfortunately. And there goes Nocturne, but oh my gosh. Okay, I got to get back into this game. Let's rewind a little bit and just kind of take stock of where everything's at. So H is my button. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so here we go, guys. Now let's just pause the game right now and take a look at where things are at. The gold lead is pretty much even. Exactly even on the gold. Nasus is pretty massive. But Swain is actually getting quite caught up after a bit of a poor laning phase. Nocturne is really, really big and going for this carry build compared to a much more conventional tanky utility build from Jarvan. I am way ahead of Syndra. You can see I'm pretty much 4 solid items. Here we go. This is the big team fight that comes in. Let's slow this down. Oh my gosh, guys. I am so failing right now. Okay, we're going to shut the camera off and watch this fight here as it comes out. But we're going to see if my power really comes in. There's a nice hook on a Nocturne who is not tanky, and he immediately gets blown up. But I actually get a 5-man ult right there as Swain dives right into their back line. Swain is doing so much work on Varus as I am trying to deal with these tanks. My core objective here is to peel for Ezreal. But you can see just how much damage Swain is doing, taking out Varus pretty much all on his own. Can he hit his ulti one more time? Come on, Swain! Nope, he's just going to run away. It looks like he could be in a bit of trouble. But I'm pretty much full health and was able to, like I said before, unleash all of my spells. Wow, this Swain is being such a troll. Unleash all of my spells really without ever putting myself in danger. I wonder if Swain can actually... Oh, not quite able to pick up that kill. Oh, Ezreal got the kill on Nasus, though. That's ridiculous. Ezreal with 2 snipes now. Oh, this Ezreal. But if you take a look at how this game is going, they have such a beefy frontline with Nasus, Thresh, and Jarvan, all of which are becoming quite fed. They have such a big frontline. And then Varus and Syndra in the back line. So they are really this massive tank line that we are going to have to deal with. And Lux is not a very strong champion against this big tanky front line. You know, I can crowd control them and kind of limit their ability to move around, but I really am not ever going to be able to get kills on them. So, but what we really, really need is an AD carry. Like someone like Vayne in this situation would be ideal. Her true damage to really shred down those high health and high armor targets would be absolutely ideal. But that's not what we have, so we're just going to have to make do with it. Ezreal is behind. He did finish his Infinity Edge, but he's only got 2 full items, and we did actually lose a Baron buff right there, unfortunately. So it looks like we might actually have another fight. Nope, it looks like they are going to back away and fight another day. Varus looks like he's going for his Guardian Angel. That'll really make things difficult for us because Varus is definitely their primary threat. He's got 15 of their 21 kills, so Varus is huge right now, whereas the kills are much more spread out on our team. I have 9, Swain with 6, 3 on Nocturne, 5 on Ezreal, and then 2 on Wonderful Sona, the Maven of the Strings. So the gold balance is definitely heavily on Varus, so Guardian Angel is a perfect choice, I think. For him right there. But now we're just kind of at this point where we're just kind of posturing. We're trying to wait out this Baron buff. We see Syndra in the top lane, so we don't really feel like they're going to try to fight us anytime soon. We've got a little bit of vision in our jungle, so not feeling too scared. But really what we want to do now is just kind of stall out this Baron buff. We do not want to fight them with Baron. The game is too close. It's only a 2k gold lead at this point in the game, which is really not much. They're going to be sieging this turret. And I am going to get a nice ulti off on there, I believe, onto 3 people. And again, Swain diving to the back line with he's just incredible spell vamp tank, where the rest of us are just kind of letting him be. Oh, a nice job by Swain to pick up that kill, using his Zhonya's very, very correctly. Nocturne is going to dive to pick up that kill, and so Swain finally does go down, but here I come, using my Qs and my Es to try to melt down this Nasus, doing whatever I can, and good ult by Ezreal, but I just am not sure that we're going to have the damage. Ezreal's diving right in there, which is not really something that I want to have any part of. So I think at this point I'm going to try to lay down a Q. Oh, there's the quad by Varus. So again, the fed Varus, they're really running the protect the carry strategy, you know, a la to CLG with the way that they handle double lift. He's up to 19 kills. Wow, this Varus is massive. So we will see. We will see how we can do this. That was definitely a blow right there to our team. Losing that team fight was not so good. Again, that beefy frontline that they have with Jarvan and Nasus. They are so incredibly tanky. Nasus has a lot of magic resist, so I'm really going to have a hard time getting through him. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying. But man, look at that. He's got a Spirit Visage, a Negatron Cloak, and those boots. So makes it very difficult for me to do any real damage to Nasus. So Bit of a poor team fight. We spent all that time trying to wait out that Baron buff, but it really didn't pay off that well for us, so just kind of trying to stall for the right team fight. The way things have gone now is our team is really set up for Swain and Nocturne to dive onto Varus, and then for me and Sona and Ezreal to kind of sit in the back and try to mow through this tank line. That's really our only hope, because I can peel very, very effectively for Ezreal, and he's got a lot of self-kite with the blue build. So getting a nice QE there, but not really. I don't really think anybody kind of came out ahead there. So yeah, just kind of at a bit of there's been so much posturing going on this game that nobody has really been able to kind of take out any sort of big time lead or anything like that. Let's see here. Varus does have his 6 items, so he's got a full 6-item build. Varus, compared to Ezreal, who really only has 2 completed items if you do not count boots. I think we told Ezreal, you need to go get a Last Whisper ASAP, just because of all the specifically like the armor. I guess they don't have as much armor as they do have magic resist, but we really, really need Ezreal to be mowing through this tank line. 80 carries are designed to mow through tanks, so we really, really need that tank line to be big for us. But a nice job by Swain. Let's see if he actually follows up on this. It looks like he's maybe going in, but I'm going to get a nice ult right there. I think I got all 4 of them with that ulti, so going to scare them away. And I remember at this point in the chat, we were like, hey guys, I think we should have gone in there. And maybe we should have, but hey, we were playing a little bit tentative just because we have been losing some of these team fights. This tank line that they have is just so formidable. So they are going to get away, and it looks like they do set up a really, really nice team fight. Oh my gosh, I did it again! Apparently the J button takes you all the way to the end of the game, which is exactly what I do not want to do. Is this about where we were? I think probably not. Dang it, guys, I'm so sorry. I keep messing this up. I think we've already seen this. This long game's getting even longer. Being such a failure. Okay, I think... Yep, this was that team fight where we probably should have gone in, but didn't. I got the nice 4-man laser. There it was. Okay, so this is about the point. Okay, very good. Here we go. Okay, back to where I wanted to be. Okay, so here we go. They get the hook onto Sona. Is she going to get a crescendo off? Crescendo, Sona! There's the crescendo, locking up only 1. But unfortunately... Let's see. Oh, Nocturne is diving. Okay, I'm all messed up. We need to go back. Okay, I want to see where I get my ult off, because it's at times like these as Lux where you really need to be making sure that you're getting really, really critical ults off. But a nice hook there to get the pick onto Sona. She's trying to ward our jungle. She flashes, she crescendos, but unfortunately the crescendo misses their backline. There, I got the ulti off. I think I just hit Syndra, but I was able to get her very, very low. Nocturne is diving onto Varus as well as Swain, so we've got a really, really nice chunk of damage on. We were able to pop his Guardian Angel, okay. And then Swain able to get a really, really nice Zhonya's, trying to throw out my shield there, and get a nice E onto a whole bunch of members of their team, getting a Q off as well. There's another spell. There's a nice Q onto Jarvan. Let's see if Swain can live. Ezreal, can you clean up this fight? Nope, not quite. Nasus is too strong at this time, but Sona's still alive. How did she stay alive? Oh, not quite a very well-positioned E right there from myself as Lux, but that's okay. So overall, I think that was a pretty solid team fight on our part. Yep, we were able to go 2 for 3, so we took the advantage there. And even though they got the pick, they weren't able to finish things off, and I got a nice ult off onto... if I can get an ult off onto somebody in their backline, either Syndra or Varus, to really chunk them down early, that will really, really help us out in these team fights. So I am getting pretty much maxed out. It looks like they just picked up a dragon, but I'm getting pretty much maxed out. Zhonya's Death Cap, Athene's Void Staff, and then I am still hanging on to that Magi's, which is giving me a ton of AP. I actually did the math, and at 20 stacks, I believe it gives you 160 ability power. Which is nice, but here's another dive, and I do get an ulti off, but only hit Jarvan with the ult, so a poor ult right there. Unfortunately, is going to put us in trouble, but I do see them flanking from the side, getting a nice E off onto 2 members of their team, but Swain, again, is diving. Is he going to Zhonya's? There's the Swain Zhonya's, a perfect Zhonya's right there, so he's getting a lot of DPS off. Really nice Sona crescendo. And And I'm just trying to help out my team from the back, throwing out Qs and shields and Es. Really nice job, able to pick up the kill on Jarvan, but then Nocturne and Swain fall. Swain fell. Swain has been so core to these late game team fights, unfortunately, and it looks like Sona is not going to survive either. I'm going to try to throw down a Q, but unfortunately she does die. I'm going to try to get away. Probably going to need a flash up. There goes my flash. Going to probably throw out a Q. There's the Q, just to try to keep them at bay. And I think really there's another poor ult. The kicker there in the last couple of minutes was some poor Lux ults. If I was able to get a better Lux ult, I really think that could have made a bigger difference in helping win this game. Because I am definitely the fed member of our team, and so if I'm not getting kills, who is? It's one of those things where all the gold in our team is with me, and if I'm not carrying, then we're going to be in trouble. So, trying to go for a Baron steal, but it looks like Nocturne actually picks it up. And a really nice Ezreal ult hits all 5 members of their enemy team. And I do get the shutdown on Nasus with the Q. So a really, really nice pickup there by Nocturne to dive in and pick up that Baron buff. And then we're going to follow it up, a perfect 5-man Ezreal ult, and then I do pick up the kill on Nasus. So a good little stretch right there from our team is really going to help us out. We're going to try to get some of these objectives. Clear out this mini wave. I think we're just going to face tank this turret. Yep, I've got the Lux shield, so that should not be too much of a problem. But now it's time to back off, maybe go pick up a dragon. And man, the craziness just continues. Look at Swain just diving like crazy. I actually don't remember this. He did pick up a kill. I want to see this. So let's watch this Swain. And he does find... Let's see, does he... Okay, he doesn't get the crowd control off, but he gets all of his burst, and then... Oh, nice. Swain has been doing such a good job of using his Zhonya's at perfect times. And we're just going to follow this up, it looks like. Getting a nice ulti off, and able to help pick out that Syndra. So really, really nice job there by my team. Swain just being such a spell vamp tank. Taking so much of that damage is going to help us pick up another tower. Going to throw out a shield. And we can just let Ezreal take out this tower, no problemo. Hopefully can lead us to another inhibitor. Yes, it will. Nice job. So really able to turn things around in the last couple of minutes. I think, yep, it looks like Swain wants more action. He's not quite done enough. He wants even more. I actually haven't played too many games with or against a Swain that have gone this late game. I feel like Swain is incredibly strong, though, into the late game. So a really, really fantastic push from our team, all starting off from when Swain caught that Varus out. Able to get 2 inhibitors off of that, and we're still fighting. Even till this moment, we're just fighting. There, we finally pick up the kill on Nasus. And can we get one more? There goes the ace. Onto Nocturne actually goes down, but we do pick up the ace. But here comes Varus. We did get one of their Nexus turrets. Can we get the other one? I am taking turret aggro, but I've got the shield, so that's not too much of a problem. I think we are going to take this one out. But check this out. Varus is coming out with Syndra. They're going to blow up Ezreal in pretty much immediately. Unfortunately, though, and Jarvan is back in the mix as well. But Swain is just diving like a madman. He is so crazy. Oh, there goes the Zhonya's again. Oh, but I think he ran out of mana on his ult, which is very unfortunate. Poor guy. Sorry, Swain. I'm going to throw out a shield. There goes the shield. Oh, he actually flashed out of the shield. That's too bad. But I'm going to Q to keep that, so... Ooh, not able to get a kill there, but... Wow. Whew, craziness. Crazy. That was absurd, but we had a really, really nice push there to get some really, really core objectives. They have absolutely no turrets guarding their Nexus anymore, so... Very, very nice push by our team. The Swain has just been such a beast during this late game, making some really, really good plays. He really has been functioning nicely with Nocturne, his dive buddies, to kind of go after their Varus, who is all of their damage with it behind their big tank line. No, the Syndra has been extremely ineffective, and then Varus is really all that they have behind their 3 tanks. So, okay, we've got another team fight coming in. Again, this Swain is just going so deep. I'm trying to stay in the back, but I actually remember this Nasus comes after me, so I'm going to get a nice ult off and help pick up that kill. Actually, I did not even touch that Syndra, but our team is doing quite well here. Swain is doing so much work. Again, another perfectly timed Zhonya's and a really, really good crescendo there. Unfortunately, though, not pick up any kills, but I am going to follow the Nasus, who... just constantly was withering and queuing me. Nothing too much I could do there. But actually, we're in a bit of a rough spot right now because Swain is out of mana. And once Swain goes out of mana, our team's success really tends to plummet. Ezreal is dying. Now Sona and Swain are pretty much left for dead, I believe. So a bit of a rough place we're in at this moment. But man, what a close game this has been. But not quite able to go. And I mean, there was just the Nexus there, but we weren't able to really get any meaningful damage off on it. So nothing too much accomplished. But even with that victory, though, their base is being so flooded by minions that we aren't really able to get. They're not really able to pressure us back. So we're in a bit of a good place right now. Hopefully we can just group up, get another good team fight. And I just remember at this point, we have these lows. It's 38-38. The gold is within 1k. You just have these moments in the game where everything just feels so tense. Everything is just so tense. It's just a very, very, you just know that one mistake can really be the end of the game. And check this out. All of a sudden, Swain gets caught out, gets withered by Nasus, and our entire team is just trying to really rush to help him. He's going to hit his Zhonya's during his ultimate, and Nocturne is diving deep onto Varus, but unfortunately he really isn't able to get anything done. A fairly ineffective ult there from myself as Lux, and able to finally pick off that Nasus, who is so tanky, but our teammates are really starting to fall. Varus is doing so much damage in the backline. Are we able to get anything done? There we go. Ezreal is able to get that kill, and we're just going to chase a little bit unsuccessfully. Going to try to push in. I think that some of the inhibitors are back up, so not able to go straight onto the Nexus. We're going to pick up the inhibitors. I remember this was actually quite kind of a fail moment. I think if Ezreal would have gone straight on... Oh, I did die there, but if Ezreal would have gone straight onto the Nexus, I'm pretty confident we could have just ended the game, but Ezreal made a bit of a mistake right there, going for that inhibitor instead of the Nexus. If he would have gone straight onto the Nexus, I feel pretty confident we could have just ended the game. It was only a couple of auto attacks away, and I just remember the chat, Ezreal said something like, I don't know what to do, I'm so scared, this game is just so hectic. One even minor mistake can really, end the game. I do think at this point Nasus can really use that blue buff. And if I was Nasus, I would have gone for another mana item. I would have sold something. I don't know what I don't really know what I would have sold, but I would have sold something to try and get another mana item. Maybe a Frozen Heart or something like that would actually not be a bad choice. But here's another fight. And they have Baron buff, unfortunately, but a really nice crescendo locks up 3 of them, and I'm getting all of my spells off. I think I used my laser to try and pick off the Baron, but again, Swain is just literally 4v1 right now as Jarvan's got all of us locked down. Swain is just crazy, doing so much work. I think we only got a GA there, so nobody's really falling right now, trying to get as many spells as I can. It's just so hard to watch all the action. Oh, unfortunately, Nocturne goes down, and that pretty much is going to spell doom for us. Not quite able to pick up any kills. Again, though, as Lux, I really haven't taken any damage. I really haven't put myself in harm's way at all. I have only pretty much expended mana. But man, this Nasus is crazy. 8k health. There's really not too much that I can do to burn through that. But there's the ult. Oh, I do actually pick off Syndra. Nice. So I actually don't even think I saw her, and I got Jarvan extremely low as well, into under 200 HP. If only I would have hit that Q, I'm pretty confident I could have done... Oh yeah, I definitely would have got the kill if I would have landed that Q. But he does have quite a bit of shields, but... So we will see. Able to pick off that Syndra, which is going to really... with between Syndra and Varus, that's pretty much their only damage combo. Oh man, look at this Varus build, by the way. 85% crit. Going for the double Phantom Dancer, Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge. So, I don't know if that was really the best choice. Let's take a look at who he's probably going to be attacking. Swain. He's got 50 armor on his Hourglass. Nocturne has a Randuin's and a GA. So I really don't know if that was the best choice for him to get rid of that. I really feel like getting rid of one of the Phantom Dancers in favor of the Last Whisper would have been a better choice. I know that was his initial build. I think I would have just kept it like that. And even if you're going to go double Phantom Dancer, at least, get a Static Shiv instead of a Phantom Dancer. so you can get that nice passive. But it does look like Nocturne gets picked off. No, he is. Oh, is he going to get away? Run, Nocturne. I think, yep, his Guardian Angel got popped right there. But, man, look at all this crazy team fighting. Sona is going to be the first one to die. But we are getting some pretty free damage off. Ezreal has got a pretty much free reign on Varus. But now Nasus is diving really, really deep. And again, look at Swain 1v4ing. Is he actually going to get some of these kills? Oh my goodness, this Swain, unfortunately though, he did run out of mana again, which I guess is kind of the theme of this late game Swain, is buy another mana item, but I am able to pick up the kill there onto Nasus with my E, but unfortunately though, Ezreal dies. But look at this, Nocturne is, oh shoot, unable to help him out there with my ult, and he's going to get another kill, shoot. Really unable to do a couple of missed skill shots there, I think. Oh, but there's a kill on Syndra. A couple of missed skill shots, is not able to get the help that my team needed at the right time, unfortunately. But just able to pick up enough kills to kind of stall this push. Pushing away Syndra, I think, was just enough to kind of keep them down. But it does look like they are going to pick up another inhibitor. So this game has been so incredibly back and forth. All it's going to take now is one good team fight, and it's going to be pretty much GG. But an absolutely crazy game. This Varus is so fed, having 31 of their 48 kills. He is an absolute monster. Nasus, oh my gosh, Nasus going for 2 Warmogs, as well as the Frozen Mallet. So he's going to have about 5 or 6k health. Just an absolute tank. My goodness gracious. And he's got a ton of magic resist as well, so there's really not much I'm going to be able to do against this Nasus, but we're going to go ahead and push down this mid lane. But it does look like Syndra gets a nice... there's the flash in by Swain, but none of our team is there to help him. But there's the ult from Lux, able to get 2 or 3, and Nocturne is diving to pop the GA. Nice Ezreal ult to get Syndra really, really low. And let's just see if we can get it. What happened to... Varus is going to go down there. Very nice job. This Nocturne Swain dive combo has worked out really nicely for us. So I'm still alive, trying to throw out spells in the back line. There we go, getting this pop on a Nasus. There goes the kill on Nasus. And we are really in a good spot right now. Their primary damage dealers are dead. Syndra's very low and likely to go down pretty soon. It looks like... Let's see here. We did get a Guardian Angel pop. I believe that was from Jarvan the 4th. And he's going to be back up any moment. There he comes back up. And are we going to be able to get the kill? No, we are not. But we're just said, hey, tired of this dumb game. It's time to go to bed. I'm going to use my Zhonya's and just telling Ezreal, hit the Nexus for goodness sake. And finally, the game is over. So, a very, very crazy game, but a lot of fun. And just a very, very wild and crazy late game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Pretty long game, but so if some of you made it to the end, you guys are champions. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.